What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. I am preparing myself to be up on scaffolding today. Not looking forward to it too much, but the show must go on. I'm gonna go ahead and pre-wrap my ankle. Got my ace bandage, and then also have a little ankle strap just for extra support. It's hurting a little bit, not a lot compared to the other day, but I want to try to prevent it from getting hurt anymore. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I'm gonna try to get all the taping and floating done on the ceiling today, at least the first round of it. I want to make sure I get it right, make sure everything matches up as good as possible, and make sure I do it with a healthy body. So that's what I'm getting into today. Got some good news. I got paid this week from YouTube. I had mentioned on one of my videos that my account got hacked, and it did. I had to go through a bunch of hurdles to be able to dispute it. I do know a lot of channels that have been hacked before. Where'd that thing go? The clip. There it is. I know other channels that have been hacked before. They have to do all the same thing as well. I still had access to my account. It was just something with my Google payments, which is how you get paid through Google Ads, and or Google AdSense is what it is. But I was able to get paid, which is good. We were taking Dad to the doctor yesterday in Corpus, and should put my sock on first before this one. We were taking Dad to Corpus yesterday, and I got a phone call from the dealership saying they were basically done, but my brake pedal was kind of spongy. They said it was that it probably needed to be worked on, and at this point they've already had it this long. I just said whatever. How much is it going to cost? It's going to be an additional $150 to be able to drain some lines out and get that fixed. I just said whatever, just go ahead and do it. I didn't want to get my truck back and it not be in tip-top shape after spending what they're going to charge me. So it's going to be around $1,500 total to do all the brakes and to get my AC fixed. So could have been a lot worse. Luckily my extended warranty covered a big chunk of it, so that's good. So I'm hoping that I can get my truck back today. That'd be pretty much the only thing that'll delay me as far as getting the ceiling done. That's my goal today. I'm gonna try to stick to it, doing all the taping and floating all the cracks and stuff. Once again, I'm not gonna do where the ceiling and the wall meets. I had thought about it initially, and then I just kind of changed my mind on it. There's no point really in me doing that. I'm going to end up trimming out where the ceilings and the walls meet with some kind of, I don't know, some kind of board. I'm not quite sure what I want to get yet, but around the doors and stuff, I'm thinking about doing maybe 1x4s like I did around the windows. If I can get my truck back today or sometime this week, hopefully. I don't see why I shouldn't be able to now, but I'm gonna run into town, grab more stuff so I can finish trimming out the windows that are in here, and then buy the blinds as well so people can't see in at night. I took the curtains down and just don't feel like putting those back up. I'm past that stage in here, so I've already taped and floated that wall over here to the side. I just want to make sure that I get another coat on there before I frame out the windows. I am going to texture the walls and the ceiling. It's all going to be textured the same. It'll all be painted the same color. I'm not going to do like a white ceiling and a different color on the walls. It's all going to be the same color. Same thing with the trim. The trim on the windows over here are going to stay the natural color because that's my accent wall. But everything else, the trim on the windows will be like a whitish color, maybe an off-white. But everything else, if I do any corner trim or trim along the ceiling, all that'll be the same color as what I paint the wall, so it all just blends in. Hopefully when it's all said and done, it'll look halfway decent. I'm pretty confident that it will. You'll probably see a little bit of defects here and there, but it's not that big of an issue. I can, like I said, if it's in the center of the wall and it's I do plan on hanging stuff up on the walls. The main wall I'm concerned with would be the one behind you guys that's dividing my bedroom and the living room. There's two big creases down the wall that I put the first coat of the mud and tape on it. I still need to do another coat obviously, but that would be the wall that would stand out the most The rest of the walls have windows and everything else on it, so that's really the only solid wall. But I could always put something there if I need to cover it up if it's not coming out the best. So, like I said, I'm pretty confident at the end of the day it'll look good. I'm trying not to jump the gun and get too far ahead of myself. Like I said, I want to trim out the windows in here, and then when I do the texturing, I'm just going to have to texture around the frame of the windows, which I don't think it's going to be that much of an issue in here. I guess I'm going to try to probably finish doing this room out and then maybe work on my bedroom next and then the bathroom. Just try to do it little by little, or I may end up just doing it all at the same time. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm leaning more towards trying to finish out this room as far as at least getting it all taped and floated. Maybe not texture the walls and stuff yet, and then jump over to the bedroom and get that done. Not sure what Matt's schedule is this week, but I'll throw him a couple of bones if he wants to come over and help me out again. Like I said, he shouldn't have to work for free, so throw him a little bit of cash for his time, and it still beats having to pay a crew to come in. He's just like me, we're learning as we go, and I just told him, I said, just do your best. It's not any worse than what I can do, and if I'm happy with the work or happy enough, then don't worry about if it's not perfect with what he's doing. So compensate him for his time, and if he wants to come over here and there for a little bit and just do it for nothing, then that's on him. But I feel like if he's going to be over for a while, I'd rather just give him a little bit of money, and now that I got my YouTube check, I can afford to pay him a little bit, so that's good. Now, once I pay off all the stuff for the truck, that's going to take a big chunk out of my check. $1,500 is not a little amount for getting something fixed. I mean, for a truck, it could be a lot worse. Like I said, with the AC included and all that, it was closer to about $5,000. But luckily, the extended warranty covered the AC on it, so very thankful for that. I mean, I still wish it would have been done quicker and it wouldn't have been so much. But what are you going to do, right? You just got to go with the flow and see what happens. But that's basically what I got planned for today. Unfortunately, while I'm rocking out to some good music while I'm working, you guys will have to listen to some of my music that I have to download for YouTube because I can't have all my good music here. Usually I'll listen to like punk rock music, classic rock is my favorite. So I'll be jamming out to all that while I'm taping and floating, and then you guys get to listen to all my music that I have downloaded on my laptop. So joke's on you guys. I get to listen to the good stuff. So I try to make the music somewhat interesting on the videos. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. I'm not a big fan of doing voiceovers on videos. Some people are good at it, I'm not. I'd rather just play some music and do a little bit of time lapse. So I think today I'll actually show me doing the work. I'll just set my little action camera up in a corner and just hit record and just let it go. Whatever I'm doing, you'll just see it and fast forward, because when you're taping and floating, it takes a while getting up and down the ladder and all that stuff. And I do want to show you all the actual process of it. It's not as easy as just throwing it up on the wall and getting it done. It's a matter of moving furniture around, moving your scaffolding, getting up and down, and that's why I pre-wrap my ankle to make sure that it's going to be extra tight and extra good today for me, and hopefully everything goes smooth. And like I said, maybe Matt will come over a little bit later, and once I get my truck back, like I said, I can get more materials, and I'm still debating. I might get myself a barbecue pit here soon. I'd like to do a little bit more grilling and stuff on the videos. People ask here and there about it. Why don't you ever cook on video anymore? So maybe I'll start doing that as well. But anyways, that's pretty much all I got for today. Like I said, it's some good news. Got paid, and I should be getting my truck back hopefully today. We'll see what happens. So anyways, I appreciate y'all for watching. I really do. Can't do this without you. Dad had his radiation treatment yesterday. That went well. It took about an hour total. We got there, had to wait a little bit, and then they injected him with some of the radiation, and then we had to stay there for like 15-20 minutes for them to evaluate him, make sure he's good. So prayers for Dad that goes well. There's a lot into it when they're injecting radiation into your body. There's a lot of side effects that could happen, and I'm just hoping that none of those happen to him, and that it goes through his body and starts fighting the cancer that's throughout. So continue prayers for Dad. It's very much appreciated for the whole family. I appreciate you guys once again for watching, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Let me roll over here so I can say peace. Peace. Bye, guys.